Michael Bacon and VR Troopers Episode 1. The Battle Begins, Part 1. The Battle Begins Part 1 introduces JB very well, even if it is a Ryan Steele-centered episode, since he is the main character of the series after all, and it has to do with his quest to search for a survivor. There actually aren't many episodes where Ryan isn't featured as the main character, since he does do the flashback in the Korean temple thinking of his dad's lessons. Ryan and JB are shown as equals, though, by giving them near-identical bikes and motorcycle costumes and gear. Oddly, while he sits in the back of the car, they go meet the professor. He gets the win for Tao Dojo, JB I mean. Well, you normally save the last fight for whoever's the best fighter. Maybe there's a technical reason too, albeit the karate tournament didn't really go into tactics. Although there was a 3-2 win in the end. So maybe there's a moment where Caitlyn was the first fighter, possibly ask her equal. But it was probably Tao, considering that she was at the newspaper. JB's sort of a mix of Zach or Tommy in terms of being second in command and constantly beating the bad guys. He has Billy's brains, always in the technical babble, sort of like Trinity 2, giving him the equivalent of all Mighty Morphin Power Rangers male characters outside of Jason. He tells Ryan how VR works in the lab. The first fight against a monster of the series, Caitlyn goes straight after a monster. Although editing error, Caitlyn says she'll distract the ape rocket punch monster, but it's JB who ran straight at him. JB gets close to the monster and does the laser lance command for the first time in this episode. JB tries to locate Ryan with the professor's assistance after he disappears at the end of the episode for that cliffhanger ending, which is pretty cool. Shows that he's a very important character, even with the significance of the main character. His character was not originally supposed to be in the series, as it was originally only supposed to be Shojinki with Talder based, especially if you watch the Cybertron pilot with Jason David Frank. There's no Spellbound footage. Caitlyn had an equivalent and Tao was still involved. I'd assume the dog or Caitlyn equivalent or Tao would have helped Ryan or Adam Steele, as he was called in the Cybertron pilot at the end of the episode. So there obviously be no Rocket Punch ape monster footage versus Caitlyn and JB, since there was no Caitlyn or JB, although they had a Caitlyn equivalent. This is a bit of Power Rangers knowing their powers without them ever using them thanks to the knowledge given to their technology trope. Also, I forget the next episode, but I would have JB go after Grimlord with Ryan resting. I don't think that's what happens though. JB can do a hand solo saying Ryan owed him one. I also wonder the status of Grimlord's minions going for the barrier since JB stopped the monster, but Ryan failed, which will be a very good follow-up to the rest of the episode. Hello everybody. Are you ready to meet a Telltale animator? How about someone who worked on Up or Hotel Transylvania? How about a VR trooper during the age of the Vive? Michael Hollander is ready for conventions now. You can contact him at pinkdaisyentertainment@gmail.com for booking, or go to your local con and request for him to show up. He's very eager to meet all you guys and would love to travel the world and see cons and meet all the fans. His work is absolutely fantastic, from acting, from martial arts, to animating, working at a great school such as Ringling or companies such as Lindsay, Telltale, DreamWorks, etc. This is a great opportunity for a Telltale fan, a DreamWorks fan, a Disney fan, a cartoon animated work fan, or of course, a VR Troopers fan. Even if you're not a big fan of those companies or the works or the features or whatever, you have to admit he's an interesting guy. He's been around. He probably has a lot of interesting stories to tell. So please, contact your con or contact pinkdaisyentertainment@gmail.com to book Michael Hollander now. Alright, that's it guys. We are VR.